Most riders follow the rules they can see. Wear a helmet, use your signals, don't ride like a maniac. But the real secrets, the ones that keep you alive, respected, and out of a ditch, nobody writes those down. You only learn them through mistakes, close calls, or from that one old-timer at the gas station who's seen everything. These are the unwritten laws of motorcycling, the quiet code that separates a smart rider from a reckless one. If you ride, you need to hear this. Because ignorance on two wheels, it's expensive or fatal. Number 1, the gas station rule isn't just for fuel. Pulling up to a gas station, that's not just a break, it's an opportunity. While your tank is filling, your brain should be running a quick systems check. You've got about 60 seconds to do what smart riders do every time they stop. Inspect the bike. Take a slow lap, look for fresh oil drips, cracks in the tires, dry or sagging chains, or anything that seems off. Glance at the brake lines. Feel your levers and pedals. You're not looking for perfection, just early signs of trouble before they turn into disasters. It's not paranoia, it's routine survival. One small leak you catch now could save you from a blown gasket, a skipped gear, or worse, a wreck at highway speeds. Veteran riders don't call it fueling up, they call it checking in. Because on a motorcycle, preventative maintenance isn't a chore, it's a life-saving habit. And the best time to build that habit? Every single fill-up. Number 2, say no to "let me try your bike." There's an awkward moment every rider faces. Someone, maybe a buddy, maybe a stranger, says, "Hey, can I take your bike for a quick spin?" And for some reason, a lot of people feel pressured to say yes. Don't. The truth is, your bike is set up for you. Your weight, clutch feel, throttle control, everything. Hand it over and someone might stall it, drop it, or crash it. Even worse, you're still liable. Doesn't matter if they say, "I'll be careful." That won't fix a bent frame or pay hospital bills. If they don't have a motorcycle license or insurance, you could be looking at a legal disaster. Saying no doesn't make you rude, it makes you smart. Real riders won't take offense. And if they do, that's another red flag. Your bike isn't a demo model. It's a part of you. Protect it like your spine. Because one bad ride can wreck your bike, your wallet, and your peace of mind. Ever had to say no to someone asking for your bike? Drop it in the comments. We want the stories. And if this hits home, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real rider wisdom. 3. Cold tires, cold street. A lot of riders think cold tires are only a problem on the racetrack. They're wrong. Even on the street, even in summer, cold rubber equals low grip. If your bike's been sitting, your tires haven't reached their optimal temperature, and that means less traction, sloppy handling, and longer braking distances. It takes more than a quick trip around the block to warm them up. You need 10 to 15 minutes of steady riding before they hit their performance zone. Until then, no hard leans, no aggressive braking, no hero moves. And it's not just about the tires. Combine cold pavement with cold rubber, and you've got a recipe for disaster, especially on shaded roads or early morning commutes. So take it easy on the first few miles. Real riders don't test their limits until their tires are ready. The guys who ignore this rule? They're the ones who end up in ditches wondering what went wrong. Cold tires aren't a warning, they're a trap. And the only way out is patience and control. Number 4, never trust the fuel gauge blindly. You'd think a fuel gauge would be one of the most reliable tools on your bike. Think again. On many motorcycles, especially older or budget models, that gauge is more like a rough suggestion than a precision instrument. It might read half full and drop to empty in minutes. Or it'll hover on the last bar forever. Then suddenly your engine sputters to a stop. Even newer bikes with digital displays aren't perfect. Features like distance to empty are based on recent riding behavior, not reality. One twist of the throttle or a steep hill, and that estimate goes out the window. Smart riders don't rely on screens, they rely on mileage awareness. Reset your trip meter every fill-up. Learn your bike's typical range, 120, 150, 180 miles, and plan accordingly. Also, know the warning signs: sputtering, delayed throttle response, engine hesitation in turns. That's your bike begging for gas. Trust the machine, not the meter. Because running out of fuel on a motorcycle isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Number 5. Chain slack. Respect the numbers. A lot of riders think if the chain's not dragging on the ground, it's fine. That mindset? Dangerous. Your chain slack isn't just a visual check. It's a precise measurement that affects everything from handling to drivetrain health. Every bike has a recommended slack range, usually between 20 to 30 millimeters, and it exists for a reason. When you ride, your rear suspension compresses, which tightens the chain. If the chain is too tight, you're putting constant stress on the sprockets, output shaft, and bearings. That means premature wear or catastrophic failure. Too much slack isn't better. It causes the chain to slap, skip teeth, and mess with your throttle response. And don't just check it on the kickstand. Sit on the bike in full gear. That's when the chain is at its tightest. Adjust based on that tension. Guessing is lazy. Measuring is survival. Ignore chain slack and you're gambling with your bike's longevity, and possibly your own. Respect the slack, because one snapped chain can end more than just your ride. Number 6. Lane position is a weapon, not a style. Where you ride in your lane isn't about looking cool, it's about staying alive. Every lane has 3 positions: left, center, and right. Your job? Switch between them constantly, based on traffic, visibility, and escape routes. Too many riders stick to the center line like it's a rule. Bad move. That's where oil, coolant, and brake fluid from cars pool up. On a dry day, it's slippery. In the rain, it's downright lethal. Use the left track when you need visibility around vehicles. Use the right track to be seen by merging traffic or to avoid debris. Your lane position should change every few seconds as your environment changes. Static riders are predictable. Dynamic riders survive. This isn't about style points. It's about giving yourself the best chance to avoid disaster. Lane positioning is a skill, not a setting. If you ride like the lane has only one safe spot, you're playing checkers. Smart riders? They play chess, one move ahead, always. Number 7. Your helmet isn't immortal. Your helmet might look flawless, no scratches, no dents, but that doesn't mean it's safe. Most riders don't realize helmets have a shelf life of about 5 years. And no, that's not just marketing hype. Over time, UV exposure, sweat, heat, and plain old age break down the EPS foam inside, the part that actually absorbs impact. Worse, if you've ever dropped your helmet, especially from waist height or higher, it could already be compromised. It's built to take one impact. After that, all bets are off. Buying a used helmet? Just don't. You wouldn't buy used underwear from a stranger. Why gamble with your skull? And then there's fit. If your helmet wobbles, lifts at speed, or can be twisted off with the strap done up, it's the wrong size, and it won't protect you properly. A helmet is a one-use, time-sensitive piece of gear. Respect it. Replace it when needed. Because the only thing worse than a crash is a helmet that fails when you need it most. Number 8. Park. So you can leave fast. Where and how you park isn't just about convenience, it's about being ready for the unexpected. A lot of riders pull in forward, angle downhill, or wedge themselves into tight spots, and then struggle like hell to get the bike back out. Here's the rule: always park with the exit in mind. Back into spaces when you can. Angle the bike for a clean pullout. And avoid parking facing downhill unless you want a 500-pound leg workout later. If you're parking on a slope, turn your front wheel slightly and leave the bike in gear. Rolling bikes fall fast. Tight spot? Give yourself space to swing the bars and check your mirrors before pulling out. You never know when you'll need to leave quickly. Weather, sketchy people, a stalled car behind you. Experienced riders think 2 steps ahead. Your parking job can be the first move in a fast escape or the start of a slow, sweaty struggle. Park smart, exit smooth. Ride away ready. Number 9. You don't need to ride every day. There's this strange pressure in the riding world. If you're not on the bike every single day, you're somehow less legit. Forget that noise. Real riders ride smart, not non-stop. Some days, you're tired, distracted, The weather's bad. The roads are slick. You just don't feel right. And you know what? That's okay. Motorcycling demands full attention. One lapse in focus and everything can go sideways fast. Skipping a ride isn't weakness. It's wisdom. There's no badge for pushing through just to say you did. This isn't a video game. There are no extra lives. Your bike will be there tomorrow, but you need to be at 100%, mentally, physically, and emotionally when you throw a leg over. If something feels off, it probably is. Trust your gut. Sitting out isn't quitting. It's choosing control over chaos. Because smart riders know every ride should be a choice, not a dare. And at last we have number 10, kill switch first, key second. Most riders shut off their bikes by turning the key. Seems simple, right? But seasoned riders know better. Use the kill switch first, then the key. That little red switch? It's not just for emergencies, it's part of proper shutdown technique. On modern bikes, especially those with fuel injection or accessory electronics, turning off the key first can cause weird electrical bugs, from battery drain to incomplete ECU shutdown. The kill switch is designed to safely cut ignition while letting the bike wind down properly. But there's another reason: muscle memory. In a real emergency, you won't have time to think. You'll need to instinctively hit that switch. And if you've never used it regularly, your hand won't go there when it matters most. Build that habit now. Kill switch first, key second. It might seem like a small thing, but on a motorcycle, small habits often separate the lucky from the prepared. Practice what saves you. Because when seconds count, your training is your survival. Now, these rules weren't made up. They were earned. On long rides, close calls, and lessons learned the hard way. If one of them made you pause or nod your head, that's why we shared it. Now it's your turn. What's one riding rule you swear by that no one talks about? Drop it in the comments and help the next rider stay sharp. And if you want more no-nonsense advice, like subscribe and hit the bell. Ride smart, ride safe, keep the rubber side down.